Leonardo da Vinci was one of the greatest thinkers of all time. Leonardo was born in Vinci, Italy, in the Tuscany region in 1452. He lived with his grandparents, but mostly hung out with his uncle Francesco, who taught him about nature and took him on long walks. At 12, his dad decided he could be an artist because it was a respectable trade. He went to Florence and studied with a master artist named Verrocchio. He left Florence when he was about 30. He loved Florence and Verrocchio's studio, but war broke out in Florence. He left Florence and went to Milan to work for a duke. While there, he filled several notebooks with all his great ideas. These notebooks were written in mirror writing, backwards words you could only read using a mirror. And no one knows if this is because he was worried people would steal his ideas, or if it was because that is how he saw the words. While in Milan, he thought about creative designs for parachutes and bicycles, flying machines similar to modern helicopters, bridges, weapons, experiments, the anatomy of the human body, many famous paintings, and the Duke asked him to create a giant horse in honor of his father. Leonardo began many of these projects, but he did not finish most of them because he became distracted very easy. However, his designs from the past often made their way into modern age. You could say his designs allowed people to think of possibilities. He stayed with the Duke for some time, and then the French invaded and captured the Duke. Leonardo took on an apprentice, so he and the apprentice went back to Florence. When they returned to no home in Milan. They had nothing, also, so they stayed a short while. Leonardo's uncle died and left him the land and the farm. But Uncle Francesco's family was not happy with this, and so they told Leonardo he could live there, but not own it. So Leonardo lived there for a little bit, but with his apprentice. When he was in his 60s, he was not well, and he needed a place of his own, and to not worry about money. He was asked by King Francis I of France to come and live on his land, and he agreed. The king loved Leonardo and considered him a brilliant genius. He let Leonardo live in a house with gardens on his property for the rest of his life, with his apprentice and good friend. The king also became a good friend.